On DC Music Rocks, we're shining a spotlight on the great songs and incredible people behind the DC region's local music scene. And the Duskwhales are a three-piece indie rock band formed in Manassas, Virginia in 2010. Through prominent use of keyboards and memorable vocal harmonies, man, some sweet vocal harmonies, by the way, their sound is reminiscent of the 60s groups such as the Beatles and the Doors, and while incorporating the best elements of their psychedelic roots, the young trio creates a sophisticated style of their own and are currently touring in support of their latest album, which you just heard a track off of, The Sorrowful Mysteries. So these are the guys. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
And now, since they're listening to you, introduce yourselves and what you play in the band.
I'm Seth. I play guitar and I sing.
Well, Brian, I am Brian, and I play keyboards.
Another Brian, I love it.
Too
All
many,
right.
Too many Brians. I'm Chris. I play the drums.
And Chris on drums. So there's only 3 of you that made all that sound we just heard?
As far as
Yes.
we know.
There's Ghost in the Machine.
I think it was just us.
Excellent.
Really
Well,
good producer.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. So talk about, first I want to know the name. The Duskwhales, where does that name come from?
Our parents came up with it.
That's not even true.
Oh, stop it. So, for
It
real.
definitely helped.
How did that happen?
Well, we
We
were,
just have good parents.
yeah, we got good parents, and we were very, very young. We started the band in early high school. Seth wasn't even in high school.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Seth wasn't even born, actually.
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of just a goofy name that we liked and our parents liked. And
So they had to name me first because I wasn't born yet. Then we named the band.
yeah.
We just
That's how it
put
goes.
the words together and thought it sounded funny, and here we are. Dusk
Wow.
Whales.
So Dusk and Whales just came together and then it became the Duskwhales.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how long is that? You guys been doing this for a few years
Yeah.
then. So
It's almost
and it's
8
always been the Duskwhales? That was it?
Yeah, it's almost 8 years now.
That's amazing. And talk about now, how did the band come together? Did you know each other? How did it start?
I knew Chris when I was really young, and then I met Brian when I was
Really young as well.
in like 7th grade. So
Seth and I played soccer together, so we had been tripping over each other for many years.
yeah, now we just do it in music.
Yeah, but we were in high school, and it was a very small high school, so everybody knew each other, so we kind of gravitated towards each other, and then just started playing music together. And
So
then
in
never
high school,
stopped.
started
Yeah,
playing music together?
Mhm.
early high
Well, I
school.
guess you were in high school. I wasn't.
Junior high.
Fair.
Yeah, junior
Yeah.
high.
The same
The
building. you know.
baby. Yep. All right. And was it like talent shows, or you were all in band, or after it
I
was
can't
purely
read
after
music,
school?
So.
Our first show was a Sweet 16 party
Yeah.
for one of our classmates, one of your classmates.
Yep.
And then
You said you pointing to
Oh, Chris.
this is Chris. Okay,
yeah,
Chris's
sorry,
classmates.
one of
Yep.
Yeah, because we were all in different grades. Chris was
I see.
yeah, Chris was in the grade above me, and then Seth was in the grade below me.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a little confusing there, but and then we played. We would do like a spiritual teen night. It was an
appeal to
interesting
all the-
experience. That
the
was one of our early
spiritual teens.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah. School events and then non-school events. We kind of gravitated away from those, and then we just kind of started doing our own thing and learning a lot of cover songs and writing progressively less worse songs. I think is an important part.
It's evolved over time.
Yeah.
Where did the harmonies come in? Did you all automatically know how to do that, or did you learn over time? Or
Well, we've started doing a lot of cover shows. So we've started covering a lot of the Beatles, and Chris is a huge fan of the Beatles, and so he really likes to dig into all the different harmonies, so that we can authentically replicate the harmonies that are in the Beatles songs. And so we've kind of been learning from them.
There's a really great YouTube series by this Italian ex-opera singer, I'm
I
pretty sure.
didn't know
Named,
you liked the Beatles until now.
there's this guy named Galeasso Frudua. I'm probably butchering his name,
You
but
are.
he's like this crazy opera singer, and he has a series where he analyzes all the Beatles tracks, like going through each of the individual harmonies, and the stuff that he uncovers is pretty mind-boggling. Like you listen through
Wow.
to "She Loves You" and all that. Yeah, so we study that. It's like our Bible.
Yeah.
Okay, so studying the Beatles and then incorporating some of that knowledge into your own music. too.
Absolutely.
Just copying it,
A lot of
basically.
the, a lot of the
stealing.
harmonies though, before that, we would just come about it naturally,
Okay.
just figuring out ideas.
I was just copying Seth most of the time.
That's true. And I guess with the keys, you're playing a lot of chords anyway, so you already kind of know what the notes would be.
Oh
to
yeah,
put-
we
to put
do.
that together.
Sometimes if we're stuck, we'll go to the keyboard and we'll just figure out what's gonna be the coolest
Yeah.
little chord that
That's
we
what
could
the
come
Beach
up with.
Boys would do,
Yeah.
honestly.
It works well because we have different sort of ranges. Like I tend to gravitate towards the higher stuff. Brian goes lower, and Seth can kind of go wherever he wants, but usually ends up somewhere in the middle
Sometimes
to
sometimes I just stay.
make
Yeah.
it sound good. So
Wow. That's
Today I'm
awesome.
here.
And now, so now what about you guys outside of music then? Are you like personal hobbies or what do you do other than the band? What is life like?
I tend to go wherever I want. Chris goes for the high. Brian stays low.
the same applies.
I've just recently got back into rollerblading. We learned how to rollerblade for a music video last year, and I put it away for a while, but I'm starting to rollerblade again, so I'm having fun
All
with
of the
that.
scabs are reopened.
Yeah, got
Yes.
my knees already.
That tough learning curve.
We
Rollerblading.
started a Dungeons and Dragons group. So,
For real? That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right.
so
It's not that awesome.
it's a lot of fun, but
Who's the most Dungeons and Dragons of the three of you?
well, I'm
Who's
the dungeon
biggest?
master.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
There you go.
So Brian is the one.
yeah, so guiding them along this story, but we've got Hargrove Milk as Seth's character, and then Chris is Brody Brown.
Oh my gosh.
Brian killed
It's a
off
good
my
time.
character.
Yeah, Brian killed his character.
The
as
most
well.
recent session, yeah.
He's a ghost now, as far as I'm concerned.
There it is. All right. So we're messing with Dungeons, Dragons, and Ghosts
What
now.
about
Yeah,
you, Chris?
Dungeons
then
and
what about
Dragons
you?
and Duskwhales.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? What outside of music?
Oh boy, geez, I eat a lot of salad.
Advocate for ranch.
We hang out in the basement. Go for long walks. I don't know.
You read.
Yeah, I started reading it. The movie just came out, so I wanted to
Yeah.
read that book.
Nice.
It's pretty spooky, so if you like a good scare, pick it up at your local library.
Ah,
Like actually having nightmares from reading this?
Yeah, if you
Ah.
enjoy having nightmares, this is the place to
This
go.
is a-
Stephen
okay.
King.
Oh man, yeah, Stephen King. He delivers on that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now what about you guys? What's the Well, let's say the biggest success moment that comes to mind when you think about the Duskwhales.
I'd say playing at the 9:30 Club.
Awesome. When was that?
Yeah.
That was-
Tell me that story.
So it was the last date of our, not the tour, but the tour before that. So it was the end of our tour, and we got to just play in the 9:30 Club, which is ridiculous because it's the best venue in DC, possibly that like I've ever been to or seen a show. And I've seen every band that I love there, like of Montreal and just too many bands to even think of. But yeah,
Right.
it was just to be on that stage was humbling and empowering. It was really cool.
That's awesome. All right, 9:30 Club. That'd be it. What about well, and you were talking about those other bands, so let's have fun with this one. Each of you guys, what's one thing in your music collection that might surprise us?
One thing in our music.
They're
collection-
laughing, by the way, right now, so this is going to be good if you can't see them. Wait,
The Teenage Dream, though.
Something that we listen to. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a
Maybe
crucial
we
one.
should pick one for the other person.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
yeah, all right. Yeah,
for
call
Bri-
them out.
For Brian, it's Katy Perry, Teenage Dream, which is probably one of the best pop albums.
Oh my
written.
goodness, it's brilliant.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
excellent.
Geniusly crafted pop album.
Oh, God, Brian, I'm so impressed right now.
And
I love it.
and everything she's done since then, it hasn't quite been Teenage Dream. That's what an
It
amazing album.
hasn't quite been
She
this
had a
thing.
video where she like burned the wig from that era, which is a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Can't go back. Okay, that's Brian's.
All right, so that's Brian. What do we got?
All right, let's see.
Maybe digging into Seth's roots, he had the big emo
Yeah.
era, so he
Oh, that's
hit,
true.
hit hard on the My Chemical Romance and
Still do.
all those.
Yeah, no shame.
Excellent. This is where if we pulled up next to him at the stoplight, you'd see him in the car, just
Yeah,
absolutely
just losing
singing his
hearing.
brains out,
Yeah.
going for it.
Yeah, my car's actually falling apart on the inside because of just hitting
Because
it
of that.
while listening to music.
It's hit on the inside and the outside.
Seth, let's
Oh
think
my
though.
God.
Like Chris has such a good taste in music.
What do you got on me?
Yeah, what?
You got nothing.
Like,
There's
can-
gotta be something.
what about like if we just like question like what you listens to? Like, you don't like that he listens to that Australian band Pogo? Like that really strange band that like just like takes Disney songs and like,
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, well they're
he likes
great.
Disney music.
No, okay, so there's
Disney music.
There's
Oh,
this-
so
Yeah,
good.
Disney music is
Okay, yeah,
good.
obviously Disney
I'm
music
just
is
thinking
great.
of something you didn't like that he
But
listens to.
There's this Australian DJ named Pogo who takes little samples from Disney movies and he like works them into these weird arrangements. So it's like the entire song is composed up of like little bits of Pinocchio and there's a little bit of Snow White and look there it goes.
It actually is really cool.
It's super
God.
strange,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's
That's
it's
amazing.
kind of electronic and stuff.
All right. Now, so my favorite question that I love to ask is if you could offer one piece of advice, what would it be?
to anyone?
Don't quit.
It's up to you. Answer it however you like.
Yeah, don't quit.
Don't quit. Say more.
Keep at it. Don't get discouraged because you're probably going to play a lot of shows that don't make you feel good inside, but you might play some that make you feel pretty good about yourself. Practice a lot. Practice with the full band and with yourself.
Practice instrumentally and then practice only with the vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and know who you are and be true to yourself, which is very vague, but like know what your dream really is. Like if your dream is to become famous, then it's ridiculous. You know, like that can't be your dream.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, but to make music for other people, you know, you really got to get your priorities in check.
Know the direction you're headed in.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, guys. All right, now if they want to find out more about you and the cool things that are happening with the Duskwhales, where do they go to follow you guys?
TheDuskwhales.com, Facebook / The Duskwhales, at The Duskwhales on Twitter and Instagram. Those are the main ones.
Excellent.
Or come to a show and get to know us.
Yep.
I was going to say, in
What's
person, they're I'm sitting here with them and they're amazing guys. I hope you get to meet these guys someday because they're so